Hello everyone and welcome to the For Fun of Knit podcast, and this is Vlogmas 2024. So excited to be here and just thrilled that I'm going to have the opportunity to spend the next 25 days, hopefully every day, sharing a little bit of Christmas cheer and seasonal festiveness, I guess, with each and every one of you. So whether you celebrate Christmas, which I do and my family does, or you just enjoy the holiday season, be it winter, be it a solstice, be it, any other festive occasion, or just simply the enjoyment of the season, all the food and the festivities and, just the joy that this time of year tends to bring, that is all good. And this is my little opportunity to share a little bit of that with you. My intention is to keep you company while you craft just for a couple of minutes every day. So these will not be long. Now, last year I did Vlogmas. It was a little sketchy. This year will probably be no different. But I am hoping to have 10 or 15 minutes to spend with you every day and talk about all the fun things that are going on during the month of December up until Christmas. And some of them are going to be same as last year, and some of them will be completely new. For example, things that are similar to last year is I am doing a couple of craft alongs. So I am, and these as from all my crochet peeps, I am doing the Toft Advent 2024. So I am super stoked about this. I think you all got a hoot out of last year's Vlogmas when I was making the Nutcracker Suite. And that was really my first, probably my second foray into crocheting amigurumi type of stuff. And that really tested my skills. But the fun for me was I had no clue what I was making. So I'm doing Toft 2024, and we're going to be opening that box tomorrow. So I cannot wait. And for those of you that are new or don't know what the Toft Advent is, it is a crochet along, a mystery crochet along, where you buy a box, that might be the box, and it's full of things. It's full of yarn and trinkets and different things. And every day you get a clue, which is also supported by Carrie Lord, who is the proprietress of Toft. But she also supports it with an Instagram video on the procedure, just in case you're new to crochet. So what I would say is if you've never done crochet before, but something like this really appeals to you, by all means, mark your calendars for July 1st, 2025, and start following Toft every single day, because somewhere in July, they will launch the Toft Advent 2025. A little late for this year, but I do think she's having a competition where you can actually win a Toft Advent. And I don't know if that's all gone now or not. My apologies. But needless to say, every day we get a clue and we have to crochet a certain amount and we have no idea what we're crocheting, and I cannot wait to start. I'm so excited. Probably more because my sister is doing it this year. And so I want to see if she feels the same way about it as I do. I had so much fun last year. So she ended up buying the Nutcracker Suite kit because she loved it so much. So that's one craft along I'm doing. The second craft along I'm doing, and I love my peeps, my knitting peeps in Vancouver, you guys rock. We are doing a scrappy Christmas tree garland knit along. And so every day you knit a Christmas tree, and I'm going to be using scrap yarn. So I've got my Toft box. I've got some scrap yarns. I'm using what I've got. Literally, that's the best I can do because I don't have my stash here. And in my stash, I have an entire bin, who doesn't, of all my scrap yarn. This pattern is a free pattern, and I'll share more about it tomorrow, but it is a 24 Christmas tree garland. It is a knit. It's an Aran weight. I don't have any Aran weight yarn with me, so I'm going to be mixing and matching a whole bunch of yarns to try and create that gauge. And I think it's between a 4 and a 4.5 millimeter needle, if I'm not mistaken. And the trees you're supposed to embellish. So I've gone to the sort of dollar store here, and I'm going to embellish my trees with a few little things. So I can't wait to share that with you. The third Advent-y thing that I get to share is my homespun house sock Advent. So I have 4 skeins, one for each Sunday in Advent. And so my Vlogmas is going to be a day behind for a couple of reasons. One, it gives me the opportunity to film stuff and edit it and upload it for you. But 2, it also allows me to give spoiler warnings for anything that I'm doing. So I will always be posting things a day behind. And one of the things that will be a day behind is the opening of the Advent sock yarn. That will be December 1st is the first day, which is today when you're seeing this, is really the first day of Advent. And for the next 4 Sundays is Advent. So that is the sock yarn that I'll be opening. And a lot of that is going to be incorporated into my tree garland craft along with my friends from Vancouver. So that is kind of the crafty stuff, along with trying to work on my Aura Vest, you know whose sweater. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, you might want to check previous episodes. And my Festive yoke sweater. Noreen, oh my gosh, and Margaret, you finished your Festive sweaters. I'm not even halfway through mine. I have got to get cracking. So, and Darlene, I think you were a fair way down. We were having just a little group knit along on a Festive sweater. I don't even think we were having a Festive sweater. Oh, and June, you finished yours. Ooh, that's going to be fun to see. I can't wait until I get home to see all these wonderful sweaters, but I have to get cracking because I'm behind. Does that surprise anyone? So that is the nitty goodness for my Vlogmas. And then I'm going to try and incorporate some of the other things that are going on in December. So of course, in the month of December, all things festive. So baking might be in it, not my Christmas cake. That's already pickling. If anybody watched me last year, every year now, this is my 3rd year running, I am making Delia Smith's classic Christmas cake. Thank you, Martin of Knit 365. But I am making that cake. I've made it already. It's sitting in an airtight container, and every week I am feeding it with brandy. Because this is the booziest, best Christmas cake ever. I don't even put icing on it. It's just so good, just the way it is. But I don't have any film footage of that. But I do have other baking that I'm going to be doing. So there's going to be baking. There's going to be a really short weekend trip to Ireland. There's my trip home to Canada. Bittersweet for me because Patrick's staying here for Christmas. If you want to know about that story, check the previous video, the chatter section, part 3. I'll give you the lowdown on that. But those are kind of the things that we're going to be sharing. And again, I'm going to try and keep them as, 10 to 15 minutes. If I always go longer, I'm just saying. I'm kind of wordy. So that is what I wanted to share with you. So this is my intro to Vlogmas. I hope you join me. There are so many Vlogmases out there. I recommend them all. I recommend them all. They are wonderful. A lot of my podcasting friends are also doing Vlogmas. So Ruth Loves to Knit, Wild Cottage Knitting. So many are doing Vlogmas. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. And if you catch mine, awesome. Not necessary, but please enjoy some of the Vlogmases out there. They're absolutely fantastic. And so this is just my way of spending a little quality time with you every day and to really keep you company and share a little festive cheer while you craft. So on that note, I will say thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you over the next 24 or 25 days. Take care.